Hi guys, welcome to Football Mad Cox, and today we are going to predict the Premier League table. The 2020 to 2021 season is starting, and yeah, this Saturday it's starting again. But yeah, we're really happy to do this again. Obviously there's 20 teams, so yeah. Obviously, we have a sheet of the teams.
Obviously, Liverpool Premier League champions will be defending the title this season.
They'll be defending the title.
Newly promoted Leeds, West Brom, and Fulham.
Yeah.
See how they get on then now.
Let's see how they get on. So, what we're going to do, we're going to start with
20th place.
We'll
just start at 20th place.
All right, okay, we'll do that then.
Yeah.
So, who's in your 20th place, Ben?
I've had to go with newly promoted Fulham.
Fulham? All right, okay. Why?
I don't know. I just think it's like they were in the Premier League 2 seasons ago, weren't they? Obviously, they got relegated. I don't think it's a similar sort of team. I think it's just going to be the same result. In my opinion, even though Scott Parker's done a good job getting them straight back up from the Championship into the Premier League.
Yeah.
I think the Premier League a bit too much, and to be honest with you, I thought they'll probably quite lucky to get promoted last season. I just thought Brentford would have beaten them, to be honest, in that playoff final. So, you know, but you never know.
In my 20th place is newly promoted West Brom. I think West Brom will come bottom. They haven't signed that many people.
No.
They've signed a good player. I don't know his name, but West Brom, I can't see you coming. I can't see you surviving.
I know people like Fulham have signed that Areola, that goalkeeper. I think was it PSG they got him from, something like that, or it could have been Real Madrid actually. You know, he's a good goalkeeper, but they had fairly good goalkeeper last time they were in the Premier League. I don't think it's going to be enough though.
No.
For me, I think Fulham will finish 20th.
I think West Brom will finish 20th this year. I don't think they've spent a lot of money, and they're going to struggle, West Brom, this season. So moving on to your number 19, who do you have? Another
I'd like to go for another newly promoted side, West Brom.
West Brom, yeah.
I don't think these two did well in the Championship. Can I just say, West Brom were very lucky to be in this season's Premier League.
Yeah, Brentford screwed it up.
Very lucky. In my honest opinion, West Brom, yes, they got second place, but they weren't the lucky.
They were West Brom were lucky.
They got the fixture. They weren't even winning games towards the end of the season. They were drawing their games. So, and Brentford are losing. Brentford could have won one of them games out of them last 2 games, and Brentford would have gone up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
In my honest opinion, I just think West Brom
are going down for you.
They're very lucky.
Yeah, very lucky.
Very, very lucky.
So in my 19th place, I've gone for newly promoted Fulham. Same Ben's reasons. They're just the same team like they were a few years ago, weren't they? And yeah, they're going down. There's no doubt about it. Fulham and West Brom will struggle this season as the newly promoted teams. I think West Brom and Fulham will go down.
You never know, they might prove us wrong. You never know.
Yeah, they might do a Sheffield, who knows.
But for me, them two are sides that are going to get relegated for me.
So you're 18th.
You know, I've gone with, this might surprise a lot of people, but I've gone with Burnley here.
Wow. Burnley.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I've gone with Burnley. I just think there's a lot of problems off the field.
Wow.
There was a lot of rumours that Sean Dyche was going to leave. Obviously, I don't think he's going to.
Holy crap, I wasn't expecting that.
Burnley, I just think...
It's off the pitch, innit?
Yeah. Don't get me wrong, they played very well towards the end of last season. They've got a good position. I think it was 10th place, something like that.
Yeah.
But in my honest opinion, I just think the football they play is absolutely terrible.
The defence is really good.
I think it's going to be a very tight... It's not
bad. It's going to be a hard
I know they've got people like Nick Pope, who's probably the best goalkeeper in the Premier League at the moment.
Yeah.
But in my honest opinion, I just don't think... The way they play the football is terrible. They just play a very, very bad style of football. They've got very tall players. I just don't think It's going to happen for a bit. It's going to be a tight season, this. I think it's going to be one of the tightest.
It's going to be a tight season for Burnley. I definitely agree with Ben. But in 18 for me, they've been in the Premier League for quite a few seasons. It's Crystal Palace. They're going down this season.
Yeah.
They are absolute shit. I'm sorry. By the end of last season, they have signed about 2 players, something like that.
Yeah, I can't tell you who they are. Like.
They're not going to survive. Just no.
You know what? I tend to agree with there because towards the end of last season they were dreadful.
They were dreadful.
From the start of after lockdown, the restart of the Premier League, they were terrible.
Coronavirus
did not help
screwed them up.
Yeah.
It didn't help Crystal Palace
Obviously,
whatsoever. And I feel they are going to struggle this season.
Do you know what affected them? I think it may have been the fans because when they're away from home, they're very, very good side on the counter attack. They like playing that atmosphere against. It's weird against them because they seem to have a better away record than they do at home.
Yeah.
Obviously they beat Bournemouth for the first game back. Because Palace were looking like they're going in the right direction, and then they get smashed by Liverpool 4-0.
Yeah.
And then from there they were getting beat 4-5-0 by sides like Man City and I couldn't tell you the names because I can't remember it off the top of my head, but they're losing games 4-5-0.
Yeah.
And they weren't scoring either.
No, they weren't scoring. Crystal Palace, you're in trouble.
And you know what? If they continue playing the way they finished it last season, they will be relegated, like you said.
Yeah. So those
good shout. Good shout.
Yeah. So those are the relegation team. I said West Brom, Fulham, and Crystal Palace, and you said
Burnley, West Brom, and Fulham.
So kind of similar. We just got the 18th places. Yeah.
So we'll move on to 17th.
Who's you got in 17th, Ben?
Crystal Palace.
Crystal Palace, yeah.
Like we've already just talked about them, I just don't think they're awful defence. They've not been quite a solid side defensively. West Brom, Crystal Palace. Sorry. Last season towards the end were dreadful.
Yeah, it's just.
That's all I'm going to say about Crystal Palace.
Yeah, because we already went through.
What's your 17th?
My 17th is West Ham.
West Ham.
Yeah.
People were saying why were they in the position they were in last season? Obviously, just survived.
It's just off the pitch. It's off the pitch. Something's going on with the owners at West Ham. It's just not looking good for them really, and they're going to struggle this season.
Okay.
Did you not know? There's something going on with the owners of West Ham. I think there is.
That's new. You're not getting mixed up with Newcastle?
No.
Right, okay. That's just completely new news for me, actually.
But yeah, West Ham, you're in trouble this season. I'm putting you in 17th.
Okay.
So
16th. Let's move on.
Who you got in 16th?
Brighton.
I
think Brighton. Don't get me wrong. I think Brighton are a very good side. They play very good football when they're on the ball. They're very good. Last season they were quite good. There was times when they were in bad form and there was times when they were in really good form, and they were very good.
Yeah.
They were quite good, enjoyable side to watch last season, Brighton.
Yeah, they were.
And you know what? They finished pretty. I think.
15th,
I think they avoided relegation by quite a bit, to be honest.
Yeah, they
did. They did very, very well last season, Brighton. I think they'll do all right this season to stay up. Moving on to Matthew's number.
But anyway, my 16th. They just survived last season. It's Aston Villa.
Aston Villa, good shout.
I think they are going to survive once again. I just can't see them going down, really.
You know what, Aston Villa, the last season deserved to stay up, in my opinion. I thought they were good. I thought they were very good. And obviously it went down to the last day. What a relegation scrap that was. Just survived.
Between Watford, Bournemouth and Aston Villa. Norwich was just way down.
Aston Villa survived.
Yeah, Aston Villa
1-1 against West Ham.
With Bournemouth, Watford and Norwich coming
obviously,
back
Jack
down.
Grealish looks like he's staying at Aston Villa. They've signed Ollie Watkins from Brentford, obviously championship player, but is it a risk bringing him in? But I don't think it is, because Ollie Watkins was a brilliant player for Brentford last season.
He did score a few goals.
Didn't he score about 30 goals for Brentford last season, something like that?
Yeah, something like
that. So a good sign for Aston Villa.
That is a good signing for Aston Villa.
And you know what? I think they'll do well.
Moving on, so you're 15th, who you gone for?
Aston Villa.
Aston Villa,
so right. I don't need to talk much about them. I just thought, I think they'll do alright this season, Aston Villa.
Yeah. My 15th is Brighton and Hove Albion.
Yeah, good
they've
shot.
They've had good signings, including Adam Lallana from Liverpool.
Yeah.
I feel like they're going to do good this season. And yeah, they're going to finish the same place as last year. I think Brighton came 15th last season.
They did actually, yeah.
And I think they're going to come in the same place as they were last season. So Brighton, Yeah, 15 for me.
Number 14th, I've gone. It might be a little bit of a shocker. Southampton here.
Southampton.
I think obviously Southampton were quite fairly good towards the end of last season. Obviously, Danny Ings, what a player he was towards the end of last season. He was like not far off the top scorer. No. Not like Danny Ings. He was like second best at Liverpool a few years ago, and he's probably one of the best strikers in the Premier League last season. Yeah. He was very good. I just think. I think Danny Ings obviously. I wouldn't say he carried Southampton last season, but he proper helped. He was a big help to him, and you know what? I think Villa, for God's sake,
not Villa,
Southampton, will do all right this season.
All right, okay, all right. So was that your 14th?
Yeah, it was.
My 14th is Burnley.
Yeah.
I do predict them to stay up. To be honest, I just feel like they're gonna do all right. Obviously, it's nothing much is.
To be fair, Burnley were a very hard side to beat towards the end of last season. Defensively, they were very good.
They drew with Liverpool 1-1 at Anfield. What is a really, really good prediction for Burnley.
They were the only side that get points, even a point at Anfield last season. So to be fair, but they did well. They were a hard team to beat, and they're very good defensively.
It's just what's going on off the pitch. It's just absolutely horrendous. The players don't want to sign the contracts, do they? And Burnley. You're going to be in 14th this season. Let me just say that.
For me, so number 13.
Number 13 for you.
I'm gone with, last season they were very good. Sheffield United, I've gone 13.
Sheffield United.
I just think it'd be a bit of a drop off this season for Sheffield United. I just think they're one of the sides that struggles without the fans, and they're going to be starting the Premier League season with no fans. That's not going to help them a boost. Obviously, they did get some big victories over like Chelsea towards the end of last season.
Yeah.
They were unlucky not to get European football last season, Sheffield United, to be fair. But, you know, I think they'll 13th, I think they'll settle for that. Chris Wilder did a fantastic job last season. Again, they're very tight defensively. Obviously lost Henderson, the goalkeeper. Obviously, he's gone back to Manchester United, who's actually probably not even going to be number one for Man United, because obviously De Gea. It'd be interesting to see what Ole Gunnar Solskjaer does with the goalkeeper situation. Obviously, David De Gea, one of the best keepers in the world, was. And Dean Henderson was probably one of the best keepers last season in the Premier League.
Obviously, he's left Sheffield now, hasn't he?
Obviously, they've got that Ramsdale in from Bournemouth for 18 mil. Is Ramsdale as good as Henderson? Probably not. But to be fair, it's not bad business from Sheffield United.
So that was your number 13, wasn't it? My number 13 is Southampton. They had an absolute incredible season. They did at the start. It wasn't a good season. They were in relegation at the beginning of the season last season, and they just went up to beating Manchester City, beating Leicester, and all that. And they ended up in 11th last season, which is amazing. But this year they're not going to do as good as last season. They're going to finish 13th this season. Obviously, they have Danny Ings, one of probably their best players.
Obviously, like a lot of people remember, they're getting beaten 9-0 by Leicester towards like the start of the season. It was about this time last year, actually. It wasn't that far off. Coming up a year ago since they're mad. The start was horrendous for Southampton. Yeah. It was absolutely dreadful.
Shocking start.
I think it took the first win to get a victory was in like the first. It was after 10 games at the start or something like that. So they have to improve on the start. If they get a good start to Southampton, that'll give them some confidence.
Yeah.
Anyway.
So your number 12.
My number 12 is West Ham United.
West Ham.
Last season they were at the wrong side of the table. Obviously they'll be wanting to push into the top 10. Obviously they got rid of Pellegrini, sacked him because they were obviously in a relegation fight towards like halfway, about 13, 14 games left, weren't there?
Yeah.
They brought what's you call him in? I've forgotten his name. He's managed at Man United, he's managed at flipping Sunderland, David Moyes, that's it. Yeah. They brought him in and he was in before Pellegrini and the did he sack him or did he leave? I can't remember now. But he left anyway and then they bring him back in. I think the club's going backwards. He came in, I remember rightly, West Ham won 4-0 or something against, I can't remember who it was, but then after that, they were terrible. David Moyes, he's managed Man United and Everton and Sunderland, but he was... West Ham were at the wrong side of the table last season, and it needs to improve, and I think they will improve.
I don't think it will improve what's been going on.
You see, I think West Ham have got a good side. They've got Declan Rice, Philip Anderson. They've got some big players. They've got very good players, and they shouldn't be fighting down at the bottom of the table. Let's put it that way.
But anyway, you put West Ham in 12th. For me, 12th is Sheffield United.
Right.
What a season Sheffield has last season. To be honest, I think they'll stay up once again.
Yeah.
What season they had last season? Finishing 9th, was it? Near
9th? About 9th, I think.
Yeah. Just missed out on Europa League football. What's a shame. But yeah, they're kind of at the beginning. I'd say coronavirus kind of screwed Sheffield up really.
Coronavirus, COVID-19, coronas, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
It screwed some teams up. Obviously, it stopped. Let's for example, it stopped Liverpool winning the title earlier.
It's like Crystal Palace.
It's like screw Crystal Palace. It didn't help Sheffield United at all. It definitely didn't help Leicester. It proper screwed Leicester up.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Leicester. Of course.
You know, it screwed a lot of teams up, and you know what? It was always going to happen. But you know what? At least some sides got to finish the end of the season. So yeah. Moving on.
So my number. Oh yeah, so you do yours.
Number 11. I've gone with Newcastle. You know what? Newcastle looking very good this summer.
Well, to be honest, I put Newcastle in 11th as well.
All right. Okay.
So
obviously
they've had good. Obviously the Saudi Arabia stuff. Saudi Arabia are not going to buy the club.
A woman went in for it the other day, but obviously she got rejected as well. I can't remember her name now. Obviously denied. Michael Ashley, he's actually spending money. He's got a
good player. He's got
Henrik in. He's got 2 bonds. Fraser Wilson, 20 mil. Fraser free. They're looking good. They bought 2 very good Bournemouth players.
Are looking really, really good.
And Lewis, that Norwich 12 mil left back. They're looking good.
Newcastle are looking good.
I don't think it'd be quite as good enough for top 10. Not just miss out.
I feel like there's just miss out.
But to be fair, well done Newcastle doing business, and it's looking good for going into their season.
So both of us Newcastle United is 11th. So who's your 10th then?
My 10th is Leeds United.
My 10th is Leeds United as well. So newly promoted Leeds United.
I think
it's their first season back in about 20 something years. They're gonna try hard this season, Leeds United.
You know what? If Liverpool obviously first game gets no tougher than going to Anfield, does it on Saturday?
No, but they're definitely gonna lose that match. You know, obviously Premier League predictions will be coming up soon.
Obviously, Leeds will be going to Anfield thinking we're gonna be up for this. We can go there and actually win this game. Get a point out of it.
Leeds will be like, it's the champions of the England. Let's try and beat Liverpool. Let's try and do the best we can.
Yeah.
I feel like Liverpool could be in trouble this Saturday.
You know, but if Leeds win or get a point out of this, sides that are going to play Leeds, they'll be thinking, "Oh my life, we've got to face these sides."
I feel like they're going to beat Man United this season.
Big shout. You know that they're going to be very good. Top 10, 10th for me.
10th for both of us. So you're 9th place.
I've gone with Everton.
I've gone with Everton as well.
Everton, I think, wow, Ancelotti, one of the best managers in the world, he's won a lot of trophies, he's had a lot of success everywhere, well, a lot of places he's gone, to be honest. You know, he's got James Rodriguez.
Yeah.
I know he's 29, he's getting on, is he past his best, people are saying, but he has more followers than Liverpool and Manchester United.
Yeah.
That's pretty
I feel like Everton definitely going to have a better season.
And they've signed a few other players. I can't think of who they are now, and you know, I'm looking forward to Everton. They're looking good this season. They're going to cause a lot of people problems, I think. Yeah. So 9 for me.
9 for me, and when they obviously Liverpool in a few weeks' time, they are going to go to Goodison Park, and Liverpool could be on the verge of losing.
Can Everton actually beat Liverpool for the first time in about 10 years?
Yeah.
But yeah. Anyway, moving on to
8th. Who's your 8th?
Shall we have a guess? I've gone with Leicester here.
I've gone for Leicester as well.
I knew it. Yes. We don't even know who put who where.
Leicester at the end, at the beginning of the season.
It's not going to be good as.
It's not going to be as good.
Leicester would challenge him for the Premier League Christmas time.
Obviously, they lost to Bournemouth that went down 4-1. 4-1. That's not good. Yeah, man.
Towards the end of the season, they weren't very good.
And obviously, they've lost that player who Chelsea bought.
Ben Chilwell.
Yeah, that's him.
Obviously, Vardy. They've got Perez. They've got Maddison. They've got Tielemans. They've got Casper Smith. They've got some good players. It's just not going to be quite there to get into
nowhere
the top 6 like they did last season.
No. Anyway, Leicester for both of us. Who's your seventh?
Wolves.
Mine's Wolves as well.
There we go.
Oh my God! Yeah, it's going to be Wolves, isn't it?
Wolves if Wolves finish 7th this season, they've finished 7th.
Obviously,
3 years running.
They have lost Matt Doherty.
Matt Doherty, 15 mil.
Yeah.
Could be a big miss. That
could be a big miss that for Wolves.
Good signing for Tottenham. Good signing.
They've signed a young player. I don't know who he is. Obviously, they've still got the main players: Raul Jimenez, Neves. Adama Traore, they've still got them.
Obviously, they haven't got European football.
And obviously Connor Cody, who obviously was on the England team against Denmark.
Obviously, Wolves haven't got European football this season due to Arsenal winning the FA Cup. That might be good for Wolves. That might give them. They won't be quite as tired.
Obviously, they did
more
lose.
Energy in them.
They did lose to Sevilla in the Europa League.
Yeah, big gutting that.
Was it this quarterfinals?
Quarterfinal.
Well, it's a bit gutting for Wolves because obviously they screwed it up really because Raul Jimenez missed the penalty.
It's like his first penalty missed.
Yeah, for Wolves, you would say. But yeah, 7th for both of us. Wolves. We'll think you'll get Europa League. That depends what's going to be going on though with the FA Cup and all that. Who knows?
So, moving on to number 6.
Who's your 6th?
Right, is this going to be the first time we haven't got one right together for a while? Right, I've gone with Tottenham.
I've gone for Tottenham as well.
Never.
I've gone for Tottenham as well.
God. Oh God.
Jesus Christ.
I think we'll go wrong on 5th, but you know.
Maybe.
Anyway, so Tottenham, I just think Jose Mourinho, brilliant manager. He's won everywhere he's gone. Just it's a similar side in it.
They've signed Matt Doherty, obviously from.
They've got
Wolves.
Someone else, 15 mil. I can't remember who it is now.
They've got a good squad, Tottenham, and I feel like, they're gonna finish in the same place as last year. We think. I feel like they're gonna have a better season.
I just think injuries.
Obviously, they have Harry Kane up there, the striker for Tottenham.
I think injuries will do.
What is his name? The Korean one.
Heung-min
Son, whatever his name is.
Sonny.
The Tottenham, they've got a good squad. They're going to finish 6th this season, get in Europa League football. So who's your 5th?
You know what? I think this is like where we go wrong. I've gone with Man United.
I've gone for Arsenal.
Bollocks!
Right, why have you put Man United in 5th?
I just think, obviously, the Bruno Fernandes was brilliant towards the end of last season.
Yeah.
They're on about signing Sanchez. Who else have they signed? I can't remember. I'm absolutely terrible at thinking of who's signed who. They've signed someone, Man United. I can't even think who it is. Do you have any clue?
Who?
Oh, they've signed that Martin de... Is it Matt? No, it's not...
I don't know.
De Roon from Ajax, 40 mil.
But yeah,
that was a good signing.
You've said Man United will come 5th. I say that Arsenal are going to come 5th.
He don't like Arsenal. But...
No, I do not like Arsenal. Probably one of my worst teams.
Arsenal are looking good, you know.
They are looking good. Winning the FA Cup beat Chelsea at the FA Cup.
They win 2 trophies in a month.
And they won the Community Shield from Liverpool. Liverpool did kind of screw it up at penalties.
Liverpool absolutely dominated Arsenal.
They absolutely dominated.
Beat on penalties. The thing is that Barca could play Accrington Stanley on penalties, and Accrington Stanley can beat Barcelona on penalties.
Yeah.
Anyone can beat anyone on penalties.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, it's just 50,
to be honest,
50,
I wouldn't say that Arsenal really beat Liverpool. Really, it's just beat them on penalties.
It would have been a draw in a Premier League game.
Yeah.
Anyway,
moving
on to 4th. Obviously, I've gone with Arsenal, and you've obviously gone for Man United.
Yes, I've gone for Man United.
We don't really need to talk because we've talked about both clubs here. Obviously, both sides. It's good. It's going to be between Arsenal and
to be honest,
Man United.
Man United. I'd say Man United are going to do really well this season. The penalties they're going to score is going to be absolutely great. With Bruno Fernandes scoring them all. And I'd say probably all their goals will be penalties. So, Man United. You've
got to admit that.
Man United will come 4th this season because all the penalties they get. And that's why I put them 4th.
Can I just say about Man United? Penalties. Like, if you're going to score a goal, you can get...
I'm surprised they didn't win the Europa League with all the penalties they get, really.
Oh my God, they got a bloody penalty against flipping Sevilla and they still didn't win.
No, was it another game?
Did they get another one? Funny. Man United didn't score in the Europa League in open play from the restart. That's quite bad.
But I've gone for Man United because I've gone for Man United to be in the Champions League because all of the penalties they get. So
third place.
Who's your third place?
I've gone with Chelsea.
I've gone for Chelsea.
Chelsea, you'd think could be... Chelsea could even win this season.
Chelsea...
It's going to be close, I think top three. Chelsea, Man City and Liverpool, it's going to be close between them.
I feel like Chelsea are going to be one of the teams.
Have you seen the business of them?
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
Like 135 million they spent.
They've got that flipping Werner for about 50 mil. They've signed, obviously, Ben Chilwell.
Yeah, from Leicester.
They've signed that... Is it Heinz? I can't see.
Many Leverkusen,
many more. World record, well, not world record, but their most expensive player they've bought. And they've got that Ajax player, I can't think of his name.
To be honest, I feel like Chelsea have more chance than Manchester City winning the Premier League this season.
So why did you put them in front?
I wasn't going to risk it. I just wasn't going to risk it.
Fairs.
But moving on. So who have you put in second? It's Manchester City or Liverpool. Who have you gone for?
I've gone with hope. It's Man City.
I've gone for Manchester City as well.
Yes, lad.
I think Manchester City are coming second this season.
I just say the problem is whoever is going to the Premier League table is always going to be Liverpool in top. For my predictions, it has to be. Unless Liverpool lose like Mane, Firmino, Van Dijk.
Speaking of Liverpool, let's just talk about Manchester City first. So why have we put Manchester City in for second?
It's hard this one. I just think Man City, they can lose a game of football very easily.
Obviously,
if Man City don't get if they don't get anything, if it don't go their way, they can get a proper Pep Guardiola can get a moody. I'm not going to say the word. There can be such a sour
team.
Yeah.
And obviously, if they got Messi, I feel like Manchester City would have won the league.
I disagree.
You disagree?
I disagree. They would have gone for the Champions League more than the Premier League. That's my opinion. I think I would have left Man City even more than. Did you see Messi against Barcelona, Bayern Munich?
I suppose.
He gave up when it was like 5-2. Like, do you know what I mean? You can't give up in a game of football. That is the best player in the world, and he just gave up. Like what?
Okay, cause Man City have got some hard fixtures. Obviously, they've got Wolves. Wait, I thought they had.
You see Liverpool's fixture list? It goes Leeds, Chelsea away, Arsenal home.
They've got Everton, don't they?
It could be Everton. I can't remember that.
But they've got Wolves. They've got Leicester. They've got Leeds. Arsenal.
Tricky. And you know
what?
Man City are going to lose football games this season. But so Liverpool. But I think Man City will lose more.
So, how many games do you think City will lose this season? I don't think they'll lose as many as last year.
I think they'll lose about 6.
6 games.
6 games. And Liverpool will lose 3.
Liverpool will lose 3. So obviously, speaking of Liverpool, it's their first. The first, retaining the Premier League champions.
Yeah. Liverpool could win. Liverpool could lose 1 game in that opening 3 games.
Yeah.
Very easily, because Leeds, tricky. We could even draw that game. I wouldn't say.
I feel like you'll beat Leeds, but then we've got Chelsea.
What's
probably going to be it's probably going to be the hardest game for probably of the season.
You know, it's going to be a tough game. Chelsea are on about Man City and Chelsea are on about the favourites to challenge Liverpool this season. And to get Chelsea and done with early is probably good.
I'd say if Liverpool could beat Chelsea, Liverpool have high hopes of winning the Premier League here.
But you never know. You know, Chelsea have signed so many players. They might not even bond together. They might not even be that good together. They might even do worse than last season. Who knows? Anything can happen. But you never know. Chelsea could end up getting about 120 points. I don't know. They could win every game. I'm not sure.
But anyway,
obviously Liverpool first. Obviously.
Yeah, Liverpool first for both of us. But anyway, guys, there you guys have it. That is. You're gonna have to wait another year for this video, guys.
Premier predictions
coming up. Probably we'll do. Maybe coming up in a few weeks' time, we'll do the home kits, and then we'll do the away kits.
If obviously, I've got time.
All the home kits are coming at because he's now at college now, so he's gonna
Anyway,
he might not have that much time, but anyway, guys, thank you guys for watching. Like, subscribe, and bye. Peace.